wanted to tell you about last night. I was here hanging out, watching some TV, trying to get bored enough to get up and go to bed. So I began zapping from channel to channel to channel. Then, the strangest thing happened. I stumbled upon a really bad movie. It was so bad, it was actually kind of funny. Yeah, it was that bad. It was about the leader of the USA, some orange guy, who in the movie had way too much tannin lotion on. And he was inciting people in a weird speech to riot and break into the White House. What the fuck? I know, crazy, right? And typical of these dumbass B-grade movies, his idiotic followers actually began rioting and marched right into the White House. But this part of the film was kind of realistic. Remember how this guy was criticized for peacefully demonstrating for civil rights before NFL games? All he did was take a knee. No violence, no looting, no screaming. He just silently took a knee. The orange guy was really mad about it, and a lot of white people too. The orange guy was mean. But in this movie I watched last night, all these angry, screaming white people, they just marched right into the White House. There were no rubber bullets, no tear gas, nobody got their neck kneeled on. It just went smooth as can be. I saw that many of them had baseball hats on. I didn't know what the team was, but they were calling them MAGA. And I think that must have made them safe. Because we all know, if this had been black people wearing Black Lives Matters on their hats, blood would have been shed. So in this movie, they just walked in like they owned the damn place. Some of them were even wearing Auschwitz t-shirts from the Nazi time. I think there was a hidden message because some of them were also carrying Confederate flags. That's the flag of the country that actually lost the Civil War, you know. I think the filmmaker was trying to be funny because the orange guy had his followers protesting the results of the election in which the orange guy got his ass kicked, got beat by over 10 million votes. But yet he claimed it was all a lie, that he won by millions and millions. I told you, it was a very bad movie. I mean, who would really act that way if they lost an election in real life? So they walked around, they took selfies, they posed with historical statues. They just good old Proud Boys having a good old time. Of course, the filmmaker had to make them even crazier than in real life, because, you know, this is Hollywood. So they had on costumes and various military gear. That one guy was even dressed up as a Viking. Really, a fucking Viking. They posed at official podiums. They broke into offices. They went through people's desks. They even stole private correspondence. And of course, they took so many fun pictures of the great time that they were having. Meanwhile, the unfortunate people who could not get inside because it was just too crowded, they happily waited outside, singing songs. Some of them think that death from the virus COVID-19 would be better than being safe, because you know that liberty and death go hand in hand in these bad movies. They took some souvenirs, and of course, they broke some stuff. And they left a huge mess. The orange guy was quite proud of them, though. He tweeted on throughout the night until the filmmaker decided that they could finish the film without him, and they put him in Twitter jail. The movie was when they left the White House later on. No, not in chains. No handcuffs. They just casually walked out together, joking and laughing, like they were leaving a Justin Bieber concert or something. At this point, I was so disgusted that I just shut off the TV. I shut it off. I mean, how much of this imaginary crap can we take? But I still could not sleep. So I decided to watch an old DVD of mine. Yeah, you remember Billy Jack? I love Billy Jack. Anyways, I know Billy Jack would not take any shit from these politicians. No way!
Are you trying to tell me that you tell all of these gentlemen here, and that you tell Joe Payne what to do? You're a liar.
Washington is a very small and incestuous town. I came here prepared for you. I give you my word on that. If you so much as open your mouth on that Senate floor tomorrow when that bill is read,
Now that's exactly what I think of your threat, Mr. Bailey.
One simple little tool could turn this government back into being a government of the people instead of a government of corporations. And that tool is the national initiative. Well, greed. Greed exists in all of us. And the whole purpose of the Constitution is to protect the people that we are sent here to represent from our greed, then if we're going to really have a representative government, we have to give people back. You got to try to live your life by a simple rule. Just to love your neighbor as much as yourself. Oh, you've forgotten all that, haven't you, Senator? You think I'm licked, don't you? You all think I'm licked, huh? You think that just because you come marching in here with all these lies, that I'm gonna quit? I mean, Senator, I don't care. I don't care if all of the Baileys, all of your Baileys, come marching in here with all their armies and all the National Guards, and you fill this chamber with lies. That's holy. Lies. I am going to stand on this floor, and I am going to fight for this lost cause until the people rise up and get rid of your party conventions and your political machines and once again have a voice.
You can justify